So hello everyone, it is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today shout out to my hair since I finally flat ironed it so it doesn't look as crazy as it normally does in videos. But the humidity has been a hot mess here in Chicago, so I was like, you know what we're not about to do is flat iron it and then 20 minutes later it dies. So yeah, no, or it just puffs up and looks crazy. So it's finally been cool for the last couple of days, so I was like, we're gonna test the waters and try it. You notice I didn't put any curls in because I was like, if you know the humidity rises back tomorrow, I don't want to waste my time on my curls. Anyway, so today we are going to be reviewing the new Ace Beauty palette. So I have the original one here, and this is the new Slice of Paradise. If you all remember, I talked about Ace Beauty in the past. I said how I liked the formula of, how I liked the color stories of the palettes. I loved that it was a black owned brand, but I didn't like the formula of this palette since this is the original one. Because look how gorgeous this color story is. Like, it is everything I dream of. It's literally a row of blue, green, and purple. And then you got some nice little mauve-ish type pinks. And then you got a little warm section for the people who care about that. We know I don't, but you know, it's nice that it's there, I guess, or whatever. This is what the original looks like, and this is what the new one looks like. So as you can see, the packaging on them is automatically different. Like, look how much thinner this is than the new one. It's quite thick and bulky, so I wish they had kept it thinner packaging. But I can understand them trying to make a difference, so then that way you'll know the difference between your old one versus your new one for people like me who have to make videos and let you know if the formulation is different or if it's the same. So shout out to them for doing so. They gave this cute little card that came with it that said Reformulated. So it says, we're thrilled to reveal that our reformulated eyeshadows have arrived. Oh my God, are we right? These new formulas are more impactful than ever. Our shadows are easier to blend, last longer, and have the most creamy, high-impact shimmers you'll swear you're touching silk. We can't wait to see the empowering, bold, and colorful looks you create. We know you'll love this new formula as much as we do. All that's left is for you to get that Beaute to swatch and work it. Until next time, as always, Beaute for all. The Ace Beauty team. I'm not feeling the random fact that it looks like somebody cut my card, but you know, whatever. I guess we're gonna have to go with this since that's what the hell they saying. Yeah. So let's look at the inside of the new palette versus my old palette. Now I bought mine, I think, used on Poshmark if I remember correctly. Yeah. And as you can see, the blues are different. Like, this is more of like a Tiffany blue, whereas this is like a louder powdery blue. At least that's my personal opinion. But this is what they look like. As you can see, all the colors in the same spots. Everything is pretty much the same. So I'm gonna go off camera and figure out, you know, which one I'm gonna put on, which colors I'm gonna put on, that I'll come back and have both of them swatched with probably the old one in the front and the new one in the back. And then we'll get into that because I still have to rush and go handle some business for my mom. As usual, it's like 7-something at night, so I don't want to disturb this older lady's normal routine. But at the same time, I was like, I want to have to drive her another day just to pick up something because she wasn't at home when we were here yesterday to pick up what I need to pick up. So anyway, point is, I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I've returned. My camera keeps acting up and saying error when I try to film this video. I don't know what the fuck the problem is. But here are the swatches of each shade. Like I've said like 3 times over, this is the old one and this is the new one. The old one seems to be more of a peachy shade, whereas the new one seems to be more of a the old one seems to be more pinky shade and the new one seems more peach in my opinion. The rest of them look pretty similar. There is a purple bluish in the purple shimmer. There's a bluish what do you call it, glitter in it, and then the darker purples look similar to me. As you can see, I already put one on my eye because I had started filming and the camera decided it needed to act up, and now it keeps deciding to give me warm light when I want cool light. Anyway, so back to what I was doing. So I put the purple, dark purple, on the outer V from the original palette. It's called Honeyberry. And that's the shade we're going to use on the other side now. I was telling y'all that, with the new palette anyway, I was telling y'all that if you do have the older palettes and you know what the difficulties were with like blending out the shades. Because originally, oh yeah, this goes on much smoother on the eye. With the original one, it was like, it built up or whatever, but like you couldn't build shades on top of it. So it was like, I tried to put other shades on top of these shades and it just was not a vibe at all. Not working. It was not happening, and I was not happy with that at all. So like, we're gonna go ahead and build this one shade, and it's not giving me as much I mean, it's not as difficult to blend as the other one. I feel like these mattes are creamy and nice, but we're going to see if it's buildable like they're saying, because we got to go to the other side and put a shade on, and you'll see what the original issue was with the palettes, and then I'll go in with, you know, other shades and they're on there for us. So I'm going to take, let me get the original one now. I don't want to confuse myself. I'm going to take the shades Starlit and Rose Finch and combine those, and then I'm going to blend those into the crease. So where's the brush I was going to use that? It should be this one. Hold up, I have another one like that. Where's the other one? Oh, don't tell me it's downstairs. When I wash brushes, I swear I took it out. Oh, this is a fucking disaster. I know I have another one. Where have it? Anyway, whatever, moving on. I don't have time for this. There it is. Of course, it rolled underneath my leg because that's just what these damn brushes like to do. So I'm going to start off mixing both of them together, back and forth. So I have mixed Rose French and Starling together, and it's funny, I had a teacher in high school, her last name was Starling, and she didn't know that Starling was a bird. So my cousin had told her, like, you know, her last name was a bird, and she didn't even know it. So I thought that was interesting. But see, I don't find them to be blending that well on top of each other. Like, it's not giving me, like, the nice transition that I normally like with this palette. So that's why I'm glad they reformulated. I'm just remixing the formulation of the older one and putting it on the eye. Again, try to build it up. And then we'll probably take that flamingo shade and dust it on top of these shades right here. Let me take my clean brush and dust over all of this. So as you can see, it's like the shadows colors are bad. It's just having to build them up on top of each other wasn't the easiest task. So I'm going to go into the new palette now and do the same thing, which is start with Starling, then use Rose Finch, and then go back into Starling again because I want more purple than I do want pink, even though I feel like it's still giving a good amount of both. And look how much smoother and nicer that just blends out automatically. I'm definitely here for it. It is a bot. It looks so nice on the eyes. Get another clean brush. Dust over everything. So far so good. I'm liking it. Now I'm going to take the shade Flamingo and dust it over what's going on this eye. So we're going to go back to the original palette and take a brush and dust over Flamingo. I'm going to take another Ocean's Eye brush and just start dusting over this to give my more airbrush effect that y'all know I love to do, and kind of blend and combine all the colors together. So we're just doing that now. I'm just underneath the outer part too, like why not just dusting this part too. And now let's do the other eye. So all those go with that brush. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna put in the inner corner, because since, you know, I don't have any other shimmers in here besides that one purple shimmer. I'm trying to figure out what to put in the inner corner, because I'm like, there's technically no shimmers in this palette for you to have an inner corner highlight at all. And as you can see, like, you see the difference in the coloring of this one versus the other side? Because I feel like I see more pigmentation coming off this one from me dusting into it than on the other eye, on the outer brow bone right there. But you all can tell me if you can see the difference or not. I don't know. So now let's get into the shimmer on the lid, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, y'all, so I decided to use the Codain palette in the inner corner because this palette didn't have any shades to go in the inner corner. I have the shade 131 from the Codain palette, and we're going to pop that in the inner corner. So there's no inner corner shades to be had in this palette. I'm thinking about popping it all over the lid too, because I'm not liking the way the shimmer and is working in the original palettes themselves. Like I have sprayed it and put it on the lid. You all didn't get to see that because the camera, like I said, keeps acting stupid.